Today, I'm taking you into one of the most beautiful and dramatic places in Beijing, the Summer Palace. But behind its peaceful lakes and gardens, there is a story filled with power, love, fear, and a young emperor who was never allowed to rule. This is the story of the Dragon Lady, Empress Dowager Cixi, and Emperor Guangxu, the man history forgot. When you enter the Summer Palace, everything looks calm and soft. Kunming Lake, shining in the sunlight. Longevity Hill, rising peacefully. And long corridors painted with thousands of colorful artworks. But this quiet beauty hides a powerful woman's story. The Summer Palace became Cixi's private retreat. She rebuilt it as her own world, a place where she could escape the forbidden city, relax on the lake, enjoy opera, and celebrate her birthdays. But this paradise came with a cost. In the late 1800s, China was facing dangerous times. Foreign powers were arriving. Japan was building a modern navy. China also needed battleships, urgently. There was a special fund called the Beiyang Fleet Fund, money that was supposed to build modern warships. But the Dragon Lady had other plans. She used a huge part of that money to rebuild the Summer Palace, the lake, the gardens, the opera pavilion, and even the marble boat, a symbol of stability. Ironically, it could never sail. Some people later said, China lost the war because its navy money floated away on Kunming Lake. When war came, China's navy was weak. Japan won easily. And while soldiers fought at sea, Cixi was enjoying her rebuilt garden in Beijing. Now, here comes the most emotional part of the story. Empress Dowager Cixi, often called the Dragon Lady, was one of the most powerful women in Chinese history. Her only biological son, the Tongji Emperor, became emperor at just 5 years old. At that time, Cixi was already governing the country from behind the curtain. Tragically, Tongji died at the young age of 18, leaving no heir. Cixi could not be emperor herself because she was a woman. Chinese imperial tradition forbade women from officially ruling as emperor. She needed a male emperor as a figurehead. Emperor Guangxu was not Empress Dowager Cixi's real son. He was her sister's child, but Cixi adopted him so she could continue ruling China from behind the curtain after the death of her own son, Emperor Tongji. Guangxu became emperor when he was very young, but the Dragon Lady never let him rule freely. She sat behind a silk curtain in meetings, and all officials had to listen to her, not him. Guangxu grew up inside the Forbidden City, quiet, gentle, and very controlled. He respected Cixi, but he also dreamed of a stronger, modern China. In 1898, Guangxu decided to reform the entire empire. He wanted new schools, modern training, newspapers, and a modern army. This was called the 100 Days Reform, but his ideas were too fast for the old Qing court. Cixi felt he was threatening her power. So she took back control, cancelled all his reforms, and placed Guangxu under house arrest. Where? Inside the Summer Palace, the very garden she rebuilt with naval money. Guangxu was kept on a small island called Yingtai Island. He could not walk outside freely. He could not lead the country. He could not even meet people without permission. He lived like a prisoner for 10 long years. Tourists walk around the lake today. They enjoy the view. But very few people know that a lonely emperor once looked at the same water, wishing for freedom. Guangxu died in 1908, only one day before Cixi died. Some believe it was natural. Some believe it was poison. No one knows for sure. Before Cixi, the original summer palace, Yeheyuan, was largely built by the Qianlong Emperor in the 18th century. He envisioned a grand garden with a shimmering Kunming lake and a graceful longevity hill. The lake was dug by hand, and the soil from the lake was used to build the hill, creating a masterpiece where water, hills, and gardens come together in perfect harmony. During her time at the Summer Palace, Cixi loved the arts. She often enjoyed traditional Chinese opera performances in the palace, and some stories say that she even wrote parts of the operas herself, showing her personal taste and involvement in the cultural life of the court. The palace wasn't just a retreat. It was also a place of music, drama, and refined elegance, reflecting her power, creativity, and love for beauty. Despite enormous challenges, the Dragon Lady ensured that China always had strong leadership. The Summer Palace served as her sanctuary and base of power, giving her a place to govern, plan, and gather strength. Through her careful guidance and determination, she helped the empire remain largely sovereign, even as foreign powers gained limited concessions. While parts of the country were influenced by outsiders, she prevented China from being fully colonized, leaving a legacy of resilience, vision, and strength that still inspires today.